I want to welcome you to the Fresh Fire broadcast. Today, I am going to be talking about D.I.D. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you how it works. And I will also tell you how you can receive your deliverance. Now watch this clip and I'll be right back.
Hi everyone. In this video, I thought I'd introduce you to my various personalities. How this is going to work is several, but not all, are going to have a segment where they talk freely without a script. The only part that is scripted is this beginning part. Because what they will say is unscripted and uncut, it is very difficult for me to do because I feel like some of it can be quite revealing. Things that I wouldn't normally discuss, or that are just not part of my character. The ones I will speak on their behalf are the protectors, Autumn and Iris, the host, the sexual alter, and some other one that I don't know what is going on. So many of these are actually shown in a short video I did some time ago. If you would like to view it, just click on the image up here. I really loved this video. It was fun to produce, though it was difficult to watch some of it because it brought back some bad memories. Anyway, there are a few things I would like to clarify first. When I say I in all of these videos that I do not mean I as in the personality talking to the camera. Rather, I am primarily referring to the dominant personalities. The host and both protectors are the ones that are in control almost all the time. So that is what I mean by I. This video, however, will break that rule, and when they say I, they will mostly be referring to themselves, talking about themselves in particular. Another thing is, I realize all these personalities are me. Again, me meaning my entire person as a whole. Some people who dissociate from an aspect of themselves don't acknowledge a particular side of them. I, however, have learned this, and it helps tremendously since denial is very, very bad and a big part of this disorder. Since I have been able to do this, it is quite easy for me to accept them. Additionally, the line is somewhat blurred between the dominant ones, at least, as they share many of the same characteristics. They can have different views and opinions on things, but I see them all as one and the same. Now, there are sides to myself that I still have a very difficult time accepting, particularly the sexual side. I say I'm not a sexual person at all, but have learned to step back from that statement and say, you know what? I'm in denial. That's a lie. To me, since I denied my sexual side, I never even knew about it until I realized, yeah, I have a sexual side and it has a mind of its own. Acceptance is very important. It is easy to switch on command when relaxed. I discussed this and how D.I.D. correlates with hypnosis in my proof of D.I.D. video, if you are interested. However, this can really only happen for me when at home and alone, where I spend 95% of my time anyway. When I'm out or just in a very stressful situation, it may not be too great and can be uncontrollable and frustrating. So, let the introductions begin. Hi, my name is Autumn. I am one of the protectors. How I like to view the protectors are you have the host, and then you have the first protector, which is me, and then you have the second one, which is Iris, and these are how they correlate with the host. In other words, like how similar they are, I guess, to the host. I am the primary protector. I'm the one that is usually out most of the time. And I'm also the one that is probably the most similar to the host in that I suffer with a lot of mental problems. Not as bad. I definitely can see things more logically and rationally, but not as much as the second protector. So I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at by you have the host all the way down here, and then me, and then the second one. So I well, I don't know what else to say. I guess this is my style. Just dark, black, goth style. That's just what I like. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Let's see. Losing my train of thought. Hi, this is Iris. I am the second protector, but also not out as often. I am very optimistic and positive. I am generally more relaxed and calm. I really help the host with her mental problems. I do not really struggle with any kinds of problems myself. I can get nervous at times, of course. But for the most part, I am generally very positive, very optimistic, and very relaxed. I can see things very rationally and clearly. I'm the one that the host really looks up to and would really like to be someday in terms of how I think and how I act, because I am so positive and so easygoing. Hi. It's very hard for me to do this video because I don't like having videos of myself online, and I see them on there, and I don't know why there's videos of myself on there, and I do want to delete them all. I don't want anything to do with them or communicating with people. I don't like talking with people, especially with all the negative things people say. Because it may not seem like it affects me at all, but yeah, it does. Just people saying rude, hateful things, saying I just made a whole bunch of mistakes with things, and just so many other things, and I don't know why. Just reading back those hateful things is just really upsetting. And I don't know why there are videos of myself online saying things that I don't talk about. I don't get it. Because I realized that at one point someone said that I didn't delete any comments or anything, and that's a lie, because I have, because it was too bad. And then it's like I block the people on there, and then I either go away, and then I don't know what I'm doing anymore with that. I just wanted to all go away. And thanks to stupid Google, all those bad comments are right up top. So that's even better, because it's already bad enough to read those comments, and then to get them right up top, and then a whole bunch of people liking the comment and agreeing with them, and then yeah, why? I mean, even just the good ones are, well, they're not good at all, because they all bad. Because what happened is the supposed good ones all have a hidden motive. People have. They do. Yes, they do. Because when I read a good comment, it is not good. I don't perceive it as good. Because what I see is a hidden motive, just to make me think that it's good. But it is really not good. It's very, very bad. So, I don't know what I'm doing on there. I don't know why videos are on there. I don't know why I'm talking about things on there. I don't want to be on there. I just want to delete them all. Not talk to anyone. Not associate with anyone. That is what I want to do. Because I do not like people, because they are very, very mean. All of them. They all are. You can't tell me otherwise. Because if you do, if you say, oh, I'm not trying to do you harm. I'm not trying to hurt you. You know what the first thing I want to think of is? That you're trying to make me believe that you're not, but you really are. Because you are. So yeah. So I recorded this video. No, I don't want it online. But this is going to go online. I know it. It sucks.
So I want to talk today about something that's it's a little bit scary in my opinion, but nevertheless, it's something that we need to address. So we're going to go ahead and get into the lesson. Now, before I talk about D.I.D, I want to talk about what it is not. What D.I.D is not, it's not CTE. It's not brain injury or brain damage. And I'm going to tell you what D.I.D is, but let me put this out there first. To disclaim, it's not brain damage or brain injury. Brain damage and brain injury normally has lesions on the brain that causes memory loss and many other things that occur. And people with CTE oftentimes are those who have played sports. They run into a lot of tackling and hitting off the head that causes brain damage. And there's no way to really confirm CTE unless you are actually dead, from what I understand. Only in death it can be confirmed as CTE. So that's not what I'm talking about here. Also, in boxing, and Maria, you know a lot about this. In boxing, when you take a strong, forceful jab or a hit, it does something to the brain tissues, the soft tissues that are in the around the cranium. So yes, and from taking such hits like being knocked out, these soft tissues, you start to lose brain cells, is basically what happens. You start to lose brain cells, and this can result in memory loss. So Maria, you're helping me right along because you know this very well, you being a boxer yourself, a professional boxer.
Though also, this also takes place in abuse with women.
Women in abuse situation, being beaten.
Yes, because when a man hits a woman, a man is so much stronger than a female, and that really damages a woman's brain to where she has memory loss throughout the years.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. So that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about direct injury or contact that has caused something to the brain. We're going to deal mostly because we're talking about soul ties. So we're going to talk about the soul. And in the soul, we're going to address the parts of the soul. But let's slow down just a little bit because what I'm talking about with D.I.D. is pretty much a repackaging of something that is very familiar to us. We've seen so many horror movies, Amityville, Jason, and so many different things that deal with possession, that deal with demonic influences. And we do no longer call it being schizophrenic or having a mental disorder. We now call it D.I.D. D.I.D. meaning dissociation. The first D is dissociation, I is for identity, and D is for disorder. So in other words, schizophrenia has been repackaged. And I want you to understand, again, there are oftentimes when it comes to mental disease, demonic influences. And again, I am not saying that I am a physician or one who is an expert in mental disease, but spiritually speaking, I can speak to that. And D.I.D., again, once called schizophrenia, is now called D.I.D. Now, let me tell you the danger of this, because a lot of the research that I did on this particular topic, a lot of those who suffer from these different mental diseases, they're now beginning to embrace dissociation.
Hope and expect that this will all soon be terminated. How do you feel about that?
I think Jane would be the one.
You feel that she will be the one?
Yes.
How do you feel personally about it, though?
But it's just something that's got to be.
Do you
I
feel...
want to get well, and if that's the only way to get well, that's the way I want it.
Do you feel that you will be in any part of it?
No, I don't feel that way.
Does it cause you distress?
In a way, I worry about Sarah.
You feel that she may not be taken care of?
Yes.
I see. Do you regret going, or what's your feeling about it?
No, I'm tired.
Could I speak with Eve Black now?
Sure.
Eve Black? How you feel?
Yeah, good.
Good. Why?
I don't know.
You
I
enjoyed-
always feel good.
Did you enjoy the trip over today?
Yeah. It was disappointing, though, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, I thought we just zoom through space, and then we were just creeping along like a little caterpillar. I didn't even feel like I was moving.
That's your first airplane ride? How do you like all this?
I think it's real exciting.
Do you?
Don't you?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I guess it is interesting in a way. But I think it's more exciting than interesting.
How long have you been out?
Huh?
How long have you been out?
Do you mean in all?
Mm-hmm.
Off and on all my life.
All your life. You remember some things that happened in your childhood?
Yes.
You remember things that happened to Eve White?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I know everything that happened to us.
But you don't seem to have as much educational background. How is that?
I guess I just wasn't interested.
Why?
In getting an education, you have to study.
Well, somebody had to study.
Not really, no. She didn't have to.
Well, she did in order to get an education, didn't she?
She wanted one, though, but I didn't.
Why didn't you learn as she went along?
I guess I just didn't pay any attention.
Where were you when she studied?
I don't know. Just somewhere.
How do you feel now?
I can't move.
You can't move.
Why can't I move?
You're paralyzed.
Just like that day when you did nothing. You did nothing.
Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
Going away. But you always knew what was going on. Did you have trouble coming out?
Yeah.
Could I speak with Eve White, please?
Sure.
Eve White? Feel all right?
Good.
Can I speak with Jane?
Sure.
Jane?
It is real exciting, Dr. Dickman.
You enjoyed the trip over?
Yes, I do.
How do you feel about the future?
I'm optimistic.
Do you think that you will be the surviving one? Or
I think that's difficult to say right now.
I see. Do you feel hopeful?
Yes, I'd like to live.
I see. What do you feel about the little girl?
Well, she seems like my own now. I've been around her quite a while.
I see. You're rather looking forward to it?
Yes.
You don't mind the responsibilities, obligations of it? Do you have any sort of future plan for yourself?
At the present, no.
Dissociation comes when through traumatic events, things that are so painful, trauma that is so painful, especially in early years, that there is no other way for a child to process what is going on with them except to disassociate. And this meaning it becomes a survival technique, a way to deal with what is going on with me, that I am powerless to do something about. So oftentimes these people who suffer from what is now called D.I.D. are people who have been victimized, and as a result of long-term trauma, they develop this disassociation that becomes a permanent disassociation
crazy boy who lives in me. And he says the things that I don't want to say. He was born, just a few months ago. I think he was born out of rage. He was conceived in rage. So he bashes everyone. He threatens to beat people, and he's violent.
That must be nice to have like an ignorant loudmouth who you can just sort of blame every...
He wants to be blamed. I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out. People conjured him up. Now he won't leave.
Also, I want to find out about this situation with you have many, many different alter egos, right?
Oh, yes.
Roman is one, and then
Roman is one, Barbie's one. She's like the little innocent girl. I have Martha, who's Roman's mother. She's like a crazy lady from London. And actually, she's gonna make her debut in the video that I just shot with Drake. It's for a song called Moment for Life. Mm-hmm. So we just shot that video, and Martha, like you'll actually see Martha in the video. It's gonna be kind of weird.
Great! I can't wait to see her.
That affects the mind and the functioning of the mind. So that's what I want to talk about. And one of the I was looking at something specifically concerning amnesia, loss of memory. Again, with CTE, loss of memory usually is seen in terms of a person. You might have eaten something this morning. You can't remember whether you ate or not. Normally have to check the sink to see if the dish is there, or did I take a shower? You have to go and check back. It's like short-term memory loss, and it's very, very consistent with those things that are damages to the brain. But when it comes to amnesia, I was looking at a particular story about a young man. He had gone through a lot of trauma, not in childhood, but his lifestyle and the way that he was living put him in opposition with a lot of different people that were part of his community. And as a result, they began to ask him not to show up at their homes. And they started to disassociate themselves with him because of his behavior. And as a result, he went very deep into depression, especially with the final straw being that his girlfriend broke up with him. And so for many days, he was lost and just completely forgot everything that he did during that period that he was lost. He had amnesia. And
How do you feel now?
I can't move.
You can't move.
Why can't I move?
You're paralyzed. Just like that day when you did nothing. You did nothing. Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
Visit www.eternallifetv.com/prophetess to watch the Fresh Fire with Prophetess Marilyn Fisher broadcast archive, or watch on YouTube by searching Prophetess Marilyn Fisher. Don't forget to subscribe and like us and share.
this is Marilyn Fisher. I want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Hugs and kisses. Till next